Hello guys. Now let's start the new topic, that is what is monolithic architecture. Okay. So in the previous video I told you about the web application. Okay. The web application has three different parts. First one is front end, second one is back end, third one is database. Front end is basically the visual part, just like the whatever I have easily visualized in the OneNote, just like this help, this view, this review, this history, or this whole page. It is visual. All the logic which is written for this OneNote application is in the backend. That's why it is also called a logical part or business layer part, because all the logic is written in this layer. Just like if I go for draw and click on this part, what will happen? All the logic will written in the backend part, and all the data which is stored for this application is on the database. So there are three main components of any application. And to design this application, there are different ways to design this application, and these ways of designing the application designing the application are called architecture, or there are different architecture, and one of them is monolithic architecture. Basically monolithic architecture is a architecture where front end, back end, and database, all three parts of web application are stored in one system or one system or one machine. What does it mean? It means that the code of the web application is same, their deployment happen at the same time. Okay, the language of code is same, all these thing is same. So are you thinking that it is one of the best thing because everything is on the one place, deployment is easy, coding language is same? So there are many disadvantage of this system, and you are wondering when to use this system. The best and question is when to use this system, in which web application we are going to use this system. So let us discuss about this. First thing, when you are start building any application, start with monolithic because it is easy to build it and very fast you can build. Lots of big companies like Facebook and other big companies start with monolithic. Then after it, they proceed for other. So monolithic is very good for starting purpose. And there are other advantages of this system. First one is secure and manage, easily secure, because there is only one machine. So you have to provide a security for only one machine, and you have to manage the only one machine. So for managing and security purpose, this architecture is very helpful. Second one is latency sensitive. What does it mean? Let's understand first latency. What is latency? Suppose you are as a user here, and there is a system here. Okay, so you put any request which transfer there for T1 time. Here the processing happen T2 time. Here a result come T3 time. The total timing T1 plus T2 plus T3 is called latency. So if you wanted to build any system where the latency is very less, so you have to go for a monolithic architecture. Why monolithic? Because all the front end, back end, and database is present in one place. So communication is very fast, because there is no network call here, So communication is very fast. So latency get decreased. So in all the architecture different types of architecture, monolithic has less less latency. So for building any latency sensitive architecture, you must use monolithic. And monolithic has a one other advantage is that it is less confusion, because every code is written in a one language. So you can easily identify the bug, you can easily manage it. So for if your system, if you are just starting, so that's why I say start with monolithic, because because there is a less confusion. Everything is written in a one language, one framework, so confusion is very less. But with advantages, there are lots of disadvantages come. So what are they? So let us discuss about it. First disadvantage is that if there is only one system, so by chance if there is any bug in the system or a system get crashed, so your front end, back end, database, all the three get crashed. And other disadvantage is that you can't change the code. If you wanted to change up any framework in the Chrome code, or you wanted to change any part of the code, it is very difficult. It is very difficult because you have to change everything, because everything is in the one system. Or if you update anything, or you change anything, just I said in previous one, you have to deploy the whole system again, because everything is in the one place. So deployment, you have to deploy everything again. So these are the points of monolithic architecture. So let us revise it again. First thing, monolithic architecture, web application. What is web application? Web application has a three part. First one is front end UI, that is visual part. Second one is back end business logic, where the logic required, database, where the data is storage happen. So if you wanted to design any application, you have to make the architecture for it. Architecture is means designing the detailing of any application. So there are different architecture. First one is monolithic. In monolithic, all the front end, back end, and database is present in one system, one code. Deployment is on one go. Coding language is same, and there are many advantages and disadvantages. First, security enhancement and managing easy, latency sensitive. Third, very less confusion, as all thing is written in one language, so confusion is less. So when you are going to start anything, just start with a monolithic architecture. Monolithic architecture. Now, with advantage, there are some disadvantages. First, if there is a one system, if crash happen, the whole system get crashed. You can't change any one part of the code or any one framework of the whole system, because everything is written in a one language. If you wanted to update anything or you wanted to change anything, you have to again deploy the whole system. These are the some points of monolithic architecture. In the next video we will discuss about the another architecture. Till then, goodbye.